Banga, edit Doug Aronson, pair, New Age Book Review learned Vandan.
There are many people waiting for a message of peace.
Michamako, Shandian message edu parkrango.
And seeking understanding.
Michamako, velakam terdrango.
People are bewildered.
Ako ipa valitariada.
Our leaders are involved in ways that are already set.
Bengodia taleverho and angopora vali mata martada.
People are open to a new perspective.
Na makko konjam opena hairekrango and pudia parveki. Angoka pudia parve vernam.
Could Bawa give some words of advice?
Angosila putti solalama.
Some words, some method.
Sila shol, and ora mureira kerda.
And speak about what people need.
God is the one who must speak about these things. We are students. The world is an example for us, and the human beings in it came here to study. They're students. When we look at the world, it's like a show filled with wonder. And people came here to see this show. They must see it. It's also a school. And the human beings in the world came here to study in this school. And anyone who thinks they've finished learning what is here to learn is wrong. As long as we continue to think of ourselves as students, thinking that we must learn more, then we can obtain peace. There is so much to learn. Scientists haven't finished learning about even an atom yet, the tiniest particle of all. They haven't finished learning about that, so there must be so much more to know. This world, how huge it is. How can they finish learning the wonders in it if they haven't even learned about an atom? Sadness comes to people when they think that they've finished learning everything there is to learn. They haven't learned what's natural, that natural treasure. And that's why destruction is coming to the world. The first thing man sees the world divided up into religions and races. He has those prejudices. But if we think of this, my brother, we see that there's one sun, one moon, and the same stars shine on everyone. There are the lands and there are the skies, and all lives live amidst them. Some lives live in the sky, some live in the earth, some live below the earth, some live in the water, other creations live in the earth. The lives that live in the air live in the air. Those that are made of fire live in fire. And those that are made of sky, those light lives are there. But the life of man, his soul lives within God. God, it's a power that came from God. The soul is a power that came from God. God is a power, and the soul is a power. They have a connection. Now those earth lives take their food from the earth. Water lives take their food from water. Air lives take their food from air. Fire lives take their nourishment from fire. Illusory lives or sky lives take their nourishment from the sky. But the human life takes its nourishment from God. And if a human being would think of that, he would know. So there are 6 kinds of lives. And what man has seen in this world is different religions, races, different languages, separation. The scriptures, he's seen. He has divided the world up in this way. There are political matters, religious matters, scriptural matters, differences between black and white. Man has divided the world up into the I and the you, the self, as opposed to others. He's divided it up into east, north, west, and south, and saying he's greater than others. And he's made this world into a battlefield. He's given up learning, and he started to fight. He started wars. Now the religions are fighting wars. Political matters are fighting wars. There are wars between creeds and colors. There's wars in the east, the west, the north, and the south. And he doesn't find peace. Because he has these divisions, he hasn't found peace. We are all the children of Adam. We're all one family. There is one God. And we, who are human beings, are all the family of Adam. We're one family. There is one God. And there's one truth. We must know that. And that's what we all worship, that truth. We have to believe in it. And when those prejudices, which come from politics or religion or race, come into a man, then he'll never find peace. But see, the world is a battlefield. He'll give up learning and start to fight the war.
உண்மை ஒரு மனிதனுக்கும் இறைவனுக்கும் தொடர்பு தான் இருக்கு.
Studies a little, he'll realize that the connection between man and God is true. He will not think that he's finished learning everything there is to learn in the world. What a man has, each person has just a tiny camera, and he can only see a portion of what's there. And what the picture, the image that he sees, will be much smaller than the reality, and the picture itself won't be heavy. The world would be very heavy. And if he does learn about the world with the camera of wisdom, and if he has those images, then they'll be very light. They won't be heavy for him. If he can take the points, he can take the pictures, then the world outside would stop. His burdens would be less. He could take only the points. He wouldn't have to carry the whole world. And then he would be greater than the world itself. The world would be very small after he would have understood it in that way. But if he doesn't learn in that way, the world will seem very big and he will not be able to carry it. The world will crush him. And he'll be very sad. If he understands the nature of the world, then he can understand himself. And if he understands himself, then he'll know the truth. And he'll know that the power within all truth is God. And then he'll regard all lives as he regards his own. And all lives will love him. He will have no enemies. And if this state is to come to a human being, and if this action, if these qualities are to grow within him, then he would find peace. He would find peace in his life. He would find serenity. He would know that we do all live as one family. And that God alone must be worshipped. We must believe only in Him. Such a person would understand that we are all one family. He would know that the suffering of others feels to them just as his suffering feels to him. There's Adam, Noah, Ishmael, Abraham, Moses, David, Jesus, Muhammad, Idris, Isaac, Job, Jacob, Salihu, Jonah, Joseph. All the prophets came to say the same thing. They brought the commandments of one God. They came as representatives from one God. One wasn't higher than the other. They brought explanations of wisdom step by step to mankind. Anyone who realizes that and studies it will obtain peace. If he doesn't realize, anyone who doesn't realize, anyone who sees divisions and has prejudices will not find peace. He'll see the separations and the battles. That's why mankind has no peace. If truth can rule the heart of a man, truth and wisdom. Now a man must realize his life. He has 7 levels of wisdom: feeling, awareness, intellect, a sense of judgment, subtle wisdom, analytic wisdom, and divine luminous wisdom. He can understand through those 7 levels. The rest of creation, the dogs, the cats, the rats, the cattle have the first 3 levels of wisdom. They have feeling, awareness, and intellect. They all have intellect. A snake has intellect, a monkey, a donkey, a cow. They all have intellect, but they don't know the difference between wrong and right. They also have children. They have homes. They build their homes, a lot of them. Some of them stay in holes in trees or in caves. Others stay under rocks in the ocean. Some live on the shore. Some dig into the earth and build their homes thus. Others stay in the branches of trees, build their nests, lay their eggs. They do all those things, but they don't know what's right and what's wrong. They defecate where they eat, and they defecate where they sleep. A dog will do that. A dog will eat very disgusting things and lick itself with its tongue. It doesn't have the wisdom to see what's clean and unclean and right and wrong. Now a man has feeling, awareness, and intellect. He too has a wife, he has a job, and he must know what's right and wrong because he's human. He has to know what's good and evil. He has to know. He has to know what's true and what's false. If a man doesn't know, then what's the difference between him and an animal? There is no difference. He has the same feeling, awareness, and intellect as the animals. So he would be an animal. If he didn't know the difference between wrong and right and truth and falsehood, he would just be an animal. And if a man lives in this state, he won't get peace, because to be a man, you have to know what's right and what's wrong. There is a night and a light. If you don't know the difference between night and light, then such a person would go out into the darkness and have an accident. If you go out into the darkness, you have to take a light with you to avoid accidents. A human being knows the way to dispel darkness. But if a person doesn't have light, he can't dispel the darkness. And then he would suffer in his life. If he didn't have wisdom, that kind of wisdom, to know the difference between right and wrong. But if a man does know, then he would be an exalted person, and he could just walk over his sufferings.
ஞானமடமச்சம் பைப்பு நல்ல குணங்களாலே தேவனுடைய குணங்களாலே அறியவன்.
A man must know the qualities of God. He has to have modesty, sincerity, reserve, and fear of wrongdoing. The qualities of tolerance, peace, patience, contentment, equality, love, compassion, seeing all lives like his own, seeing the hunger of others like his own, seeing the sadness of others like his own, justice, having a conscience.
பிறருடைய வாழ்க்கையில் துன்பங்கள் இன்பங்களை விளங்கக்கூடிய
having a conscience to understand the sadness and the happiness of other lives, to know your own sadness and to realize that the sadness of others feels just like your own, and then to help them, to see that when something gets in your eye, that others feel the same when something gets into their eyes. To study each section like that and then to do duty to others is to be human. To know what's in your life and then to realize that in the lives of others and to help them is to be human. To realize your own hunger, to see how you suffer from hunger, and then to feed others and to make them peaceful is to be human. To see that you commit faults, to understand the faults that you commit, and then to help others to avoid committing those same mistakes is to be human. When we can do that, then we can obtain peace by living in this world. But if that wisdom doesn't come, and if those qualities don't come into a human being, he will not have peace. The way is the way of unity. Mankind is all one family. We have to avoid what's wrong and do what's right, and we must believe in God. He is our Father. He's the Father to the soul. He's our Creator. And if we resolve to live believing in Him, then we can obtain peace. We can be tranquil in life.
What is the way to believe in a God that Bawa has described as not having form, as not
being within? That's a good question. My brother, if we fall ill and we go to a doctor, what he does is he weighs us, he checks our temperature, he checks our bodies, and he looks at the fluids in the body. The doctor can check all of those things. He can weigh us and see certain things in the body. He can rip us apart and tell us what's there. He can look on the surface and tell us some of the things that are there. But the doctor does not know where the soul is. The doctor can never tell us that. But it is within us. And it's a mystery. And we have to believe in it. Because if that soul leaves us, then our life will leave us. The physical body is made out of earth, air, fire, water, and sky. Solids, liquids, gases, warmth, and the space between the atoms. And all those things will go back to where they came from. Like the earth will go back to the earth. The fire will go back to the fire. The air will go back to the air. The sky will go back to the sky, but the soul will go back to God because it's a power that came from Him. The soul is the path to Him. And if we believe in the soul, we must believe that we have a soul because that's our life. And that the soul belongs to Him. It's a power. We have to believe in it. If we have life, then the life to our life
அது ஒரு பவர்.
is the soul. It's a power that makes us live.
தம்பி,
My
நீதி
brother,
என்றது ஒன்று நாங்க சொல்றோம் தானே.
now we all speak of justice.
நீதி என்றது என்ன?
We all believe in justice. What is justice?
உங்க வாழ்க்கையில உள்ள ராங் ரைட்டு நன்மை தீமைக்கு இடையில ஜட்ஜ்மெண்ட் தான் நீதி.
It's simply to judge our way amidst right
சரியான
and wrong
நிலை தான் நீதி.
and to exist in the right state. That's what justice is in
பற்று,
daily life.
சாதிப்பற்று, மதப்பற்று,
To be attached to
வேதப்பற்று,
one religion or
கலர்ப்பற்று
another,
இருந்தா
or
நீதி
one
செய்ய
color
முடியாது.
or another,
புள்ள
one
பெண்ணால்
race or
பற்று
another.
இருந்தா
We can't be
அந்த
just
ஜட்ஜி
then.
நீதி செய்ய முடியாது.
If we're attached to our wives or
கல்யாண நீதி
children,
தான் செய்யும்.
then we can't be perfectly
ஏன்
just.
சொந்தம்
Our
சுருட்டு
justice will be
பந்தபாசம்
wrong.
இருக்கிறபடியால்
If we have any
அந்த நீதியை
attachment
அழிக்கிறது.
whatsoever, then we cannot be perfectly just.
அப்ப அது அநீதி.
That will be injustice.
இப்ப அவன் செய்ய போற நீதி அநீதி.
The
பற்றோட பற்று
justice that
இருக்கிறபடியால்
such a
மற்றவர்கள் தான்
person would
குற்றம்
set
சொல்லுவாங்க.
out to do would be unjust. He would always judge for his own
தெரிஞ்சாலும் மற்றவர்கள் தான்
side.
குற்றம் சாட்டுவான்.
He would always find fault with the other
நீதிவான் எந்த
side.
பக்கம் இருக்கிறானோ அதுபடி ஜூரியும் மாற்றுவான்.
And also, the jury can be swayed by the judge.
மாற்றி
And he can
அப்ப
change the jury by his own.
குற்றவாளி தன் பெஞ்சாதியா இருந்தா காப்பாத்தி, பிள்ளையா இருந்தா காப்பாத்தி, மற்றவர்கள தான் அந்த நீதி.
A man will always try to protect his own wife, his own people.
அப்ப
So he can't be perfectly just.
இந்த பாயிண்ட் உள்ளுக்கு இருக்க ஒரு பாயிண்ட், அந்த பாயிண்ட் தான் நீதி.
But there is that one point within which is justice. It can't be seen on the outside.
மனச்சாட்சி.
And there's another thing called conscience. It warns us from within. It says what you did was wrong.
கண்ணால கண்டமாத இல்ல.
Do we see conscience with our eyes?
நீதியை கண்ணால
No.
கண்டமா இல்ல.
Do we see justice with our eyes? No, we don't.
மனச்சாட்சியை கண்ணால
Do
கண்டமா
we
இல்ல.
see conscience with our eyes? No.
உள்ளுக்கு
It is inside. Conscience is inside. It says what you did was wrong. God does exist, and He will ask you about what you've done, and your punishment will come. Ask forgiveness for what you did. What you did was wrong. You lied, or else you judged wrongly. You have to ask forgiveness. The same thing could happen to you at another time. His conscience warns you in those ways on the inside, and that's what God is. Or else we fall down, we're about to have an accident, and before we fall, we say, my God. We don't see Him, but that point is inside. It makes us say, my God. In a time of danger, we have conscience. It's in the body.
My God.
Or when we fall, we say, my God, my Father. We say, God. Those three exist in the body. We say mother, or else we say father, or we say God at a time of an emergency. God is in the body, our mother is in the body, our father's in the body. Justice is in the body, and conscience is in the body. Wisdom is in the body. If we can see it clearly, then we'll understand. And if you understand that those things exist within you, then you can see God.
People seem to be seeking God in this world. If the soul is going to return to God, is it then enough to simply, if possible, choose right from wrong?
Yeah, that's all right, my brother. But if there's a gem in the earth, and we want that gem, then we have to dig it up. We have to dig. Is it enough to simply take the gem out of the earth and say it's there? It will be valueless at that time. It must be cut and faceted. It has to be cut. We have to work at it. We have to cut it. We have to dispel and get rid of everything other than what brings light to that gem. And after that light comes to the gem, then it will be valuable. then we can't just keep it in our hands. We have to put it somewhere where its value will be known. We have to find out the price of it. We have to keep it in a treasury. Or else we have to put it in the crown of a king. Or else keep it in a treasury. This is similar to what we must do with ourselves. We have to cut off the nature of our minds, the desires that we have. And then when the power of that light within the gem comes, we have to know where to put it. We have to give it to God. We have to put it somewhere where it will be valued. We have to take it to God's kingdom, to His crown, to where there is justice. And then that gem can be part of His crown. It will be valuable, and it can be placed in the crown of God.
Most people spend much of their life pursuing what they perceive to be valuable in this world.
Ulatile mihalko, and the perumadi and the ulatile terdrangaldan, bangalaka perumadi.
Yet in the end,
there's
nothing that they can do with that. They leave it all behind.
Yes, people do have to leave everything they see as valuable in the world. Now what they see as valuable are the 64 arts and sciences, the 64 sensual games, the religions, the races, their money, their desire for land or the opposite sex or gold, their children, their properties, their houses, their titles, their honors, their status, their kingships, their presidentships, their prime ministerships, their jobs, their banks, their businesses. They see those things as being very valuable. But those things do not go there. They have a limit. They end here. They have to stay here. People cannot take the things from here to there, because when we came, we didn't bring any of it with us. We came from God as an atom. We came here as a clot of blood, and then the clot of blood grew in the womb of the mother to be a piece of flesh. That part didn't come from God. Just the soul came from God. The light came from God. A ray of light came from God. Everything else was given to us here. The blood, the fluid became blood. The blood became a clot. The clot of blood became tissue. And it grew and grew, and that became the body. And then the five, the earth, air, fire, water, and sky, all joined together. That didn't come from there. We took these things here, and these things will go to the cemetery. What came from there is a light, and it will go back. But the rest has to stay here in the cemetery. What people regard as valuable, all the energies, the occult powers, and all of those things, they'll never be able to take them with them. They do see them as being valuable. But some people take marijuana and search for God. They take drugs and search for God. They take LSD or opium or gin or shaitan brandy or gin and whiskey, beer and brandy and all, whatever else they say. They take drugs and opium, marijuana. So many things they take. They go to bars and nightclubs. And they go there for peace. Even people who go to church drink first sometimes and then go there. And then they give them wine in church. They say, drink this. Be mesmerized. So how can one reach God in that way? Intoxicants, to live, to eat other lives, to eat pork and things like that.
சரி தம்பி ஜீசஸ் சொன்னார் ஒரு போது கடல் கரை பக்கம் போகும்போது
Now my brother, even Jesus, said one time when he was going near an ocean, he was walking by the shore, and some people ran to him and said, "We have demons and ghosts. They're really causing us a lot of problems. Please chase them out of us." So Jesus looked at them and he told some of the demons to go into the ocean. Some of the demons wouldn't go. They said they wouldn't go into the ocean. They said, "We need food, we need blood, we need food, we need flesh, we need all the discarded things, we need feces." And then Jesus looked in the distance and he saw some pigs eating feces and very discarded things by the shore. And so he said, "Will you go into them?" And the demons entered the pigs. So they were very happy to go into them. And so then Jesus said, "Pigs are forbidden, pork is forbidden. Don't eat that." Now, the example of this is that the ocean was the ocean of illusion. They went back into the ocean of illusion, or the arts and sciences, into sexual games, all the aspects of Satan, the qualities of Satan entered that ocean. And secondly, they went into the pigs, which are the filthy qualities within us, those qualities of filth that we do have. And so that's why they were forbidden. Now there's people that even Jesus discarded. If people eat that, how can they go to God? Because Shaitan, which was sent out of those people, went into the pigs, and then that comes back into them. The evil qualities get into them. So how can they go to God? By doing that. If they drink intoxicants or take drugs, they go to nightclubs, bars, dancing. They do all of those things. They eat pork. So, how are you going to get good qualities if you do those things? How can a person get good qualities? Now, my brother, try to eat a chicken. If we do that, then that smell of that chicken will come out in our sweat. If we eat chicken for 40 days straight, we rub our skin and smell it, we'll smell chicken shit. It'll come right out of our bodies. Our sweat will smell like chicken, but our skin, the oils in our skin will smell like chicken shit. It'll really be very smelly. That smell will come if we eat a goat. Then the smell of the goat will come out in our sweat. If we eat beef, the same thing will happen. If we eat a pig, the same thing will happen. The essence of what we eat will come out in us. And the qualities will come out. If a man eats pork, the qualities of pig will come to him. If he eats beef, the qualities of cattle will come to him. If he eats chicken, the qualities of digging in the world, just like a chicken, will come. If he eats pork, then that quality of eating filth and pushing everyone else aside for yourself will come. If you eat goat, then that quality of grazing that quality of jumping throughout the world will come. If you eat beef, then the quality of grazing throughout the whole world will come. Those essences come into the body, and the qualities of those animals do work within. Now the qualities of goats and pork and everything, the essence of the food that we eat does enter our bodies. It stays there, and the qualities come about from them. Now if we simply drink mint, we boil some mint and we drink that,
ஒரு மருந்து
then
எடுத்து
the
அடிச்சு
smell
குடிச்சா
will
அது
come out of our
வருது
bodies. Even sometimes we
ஒரு
take
நோய்
medicine.
அதுக்கு இருப்பாரு.
But maybe we're sick and we
இதுக்குள்ள
take
தான் உணவுடைய
antibiotics, we can
சக்தியும்
smell
வருது.
it in our
அந்த
bodies.
பாகம் வருது.
The
அதனால
energy
change
of the
பார்க்கும்.
food that we eat does
கெடுதல் இது.
affect us.
இது
So we
நல்லது
have
இல்லை,
to
இது
see
கெடுதல், இது wrong.
what food is good, what is not good,
வெளிச்சமானா
what's right and what's
ஆண்டவருடைய
wrong.
குணமும் நன்மை
And if we discard what's wrong,
பொறுமை
then the
சபூர்,
good qualities
சுக்கூர்,
of God,
தவக்கல்,
His goodness,
அல்ஹம்துலில்லாஹ்.
His patience, His
அன்பு,
contentment,
நேசம்,
trust in
விசுவாசம்,
Him, praising Him,
மற்ற
love,
உயிர்கள கருணை,
affection, compassion for other
நீதிநெறிகள்,
lives, justice,
மனச்சாட்சி, இதுகள்
conscience, all of those things will be able to
இந்த
work
நிலை
in us
இல்லாதனால
then.
தான் உங்களுக்கு கஷ்டம்.
But
இதுதான்
because
உலகத்தை அழிக்குது.
people don't exist in that state, it's difficult, and that's why the world is being destroyed. That's why the world has no peace today.
What does Bawa see for the future of this country and the world?
America,
தம்பி
the future of the world.
That how the world
உலகத்துக்கு வெளிச்சம்
He just,
உண்மை.
my brother, truth is light to the world.
உண்மை. உயிர்களுக்கு வெளிச்சம் ஆட்டுக்கு வெளிச்சம் நம்பிக்கை மனிதனுக்கு.
Faith is light to the heart. Faith in God is light to the heart.
அறிவுக்கும் இவன் உயர்வுக்கும் வெளிச்சம் அறிவு God. இவன் வாழ்வுக்கு உயர்வுக்கு வெளிச்சம் அறிவு.
Wisdom is the light to the exaltedness in
உண்மையான
life.
அறிவு ஆண்டவன்
True wisdom,
குணத்தில்
which
உள்ள
is
அறிவு.
involved with God. Wisdom which shows
சாந்தி
in the qualities of a person, the wisdom of
இவனுடைய
peace.
பதவி இவனுக்கு பதவி ஆண்டவன் இவனுடைய பிரகாசம் சோலுடைய லைட்
The light, the resplendence of the soul is God.
இந்த நிலை ஒரு மனிதன்ல இருக்க வேண்டும்.
This is the state that should
இந்த நிலை
exist
மனிதன்ல
in a human
இல்லாவிட்டா
being.
இந்த
But
நிலைகள்
if it doesn't,
உலகத்துல வளராவிட்டா
if this state doesn't grow in the world, if it doesn't come into people,
அதுதான் நாளை
then destruction will come. That's what will cause destruction.
ஆண்டவன் நம்பிக்கை இல்லாவிட்டா
If the world does not begin to have faith in God,
இந்த நிலை
then
மனிதன்
it will be destroyed. If this state that we just described doesn't exist in human beings, then destruction will come.
பூமி குலுக்கம் வரும்,
Earthquakes will
புயல்கள்
come,
வரும்,
tornadoes,
புதினமான கிருமிகள் வரும்,
new
நோய்கள் வரும்,
diseases,
நெருப்பு மலைகள் உண்டாகும்,
viruses,
நெருப்பு காத்துகள் உண்டாகும்,
volcanoes, even air, which is like fire, will come.
மேகங்கள்ல பலவிதமான வேறு வேறு புதினமான கிருமிகள் வைரஸ்கள்
And different viruses
உணவுகள்ல
will start to live in the clouds,
கெமிக்கல்கள் வந்து
and all the chemicals in our food,
தண்ணியிலையும்
and
சில பொய்சன்கள் வந்து சேரும்.
poisons in the water,
பூமியிலிருந்து ஊறும் தண்ணிகள் ஊறக்கூடிய தண்ணிகள்ல கந்தகங்கள் பல பொய்சனான
and all the poisonous waste, all the mercury in the earth
இப்படி பல இதுகளால
will come
ஆண்டவன் நம்பிக்கை இழந்த பின் இந்த
after
வெளிச்சம்
people lose their
இல்லாவிட்டா
faith in God. If they don't change, if the world,
வெளிச்சம் இல்லாத ஆண்டவன் நம்பிக்கை
then the world will be dark,
இவன் வாழ்க்கை
because those things are light,
இந்த அழிவுதான் கையில.
and destruction is the only thing that man will have left in his hands.
இந்த பாயிண்டும் மனிதன்ல இப்ப தவறுது. அப்ப
Now
என்ன
these
வரும்?
men are avoiding these good things.
இந்த காசிலே ஆண்டவன் என்று போட்டுட்டான், இவன் இதயத்திலே ஆண்டவன் என்று இருக்க இல்லை.
Now in money it says, in God we
ஆண்டவன்
trust.
என்கிற மறுக்க.
But that doesn't exist in our hearts
அப்ப
anymore
அதனுடைய
in
பயன் என்ன
Americans.
வருது? வெளிச்சம், உலகத்துக்கு வெளிச்சம் இல்லாத இருட்டு.
So what will happen is the world will be darkness without light.
அன்பு, இவன் இதயத்துக்கு என்ன வேணும்? ஆண்டவன்.
What does a man's heart need?
ஆண்டவன் இல்லாத
God.
ஆண்டவன் அதை மறந்து விட்டான்னா அழிவு.
But if people forget God, then destruction results.
இவன் வாழ்க்கைக்கு என்ன வேணும்?
What does a man need for his life?
அழகான குணங்கள்.
He needs beautiful qualities. Those qualities which are truly worthwhile. If people don't have those qualities, then they'll be animals destroying the world.
இவன் இதை தகர்த்துறதுக்கு என்ன வேணும்? தகர்த்தி நல்லது அடைய அறிவு.
What he needs to avoid what's harmful is wisdom. And if he doesn't look for wisdom,
நெருப்பு உலகத்தை சுட்டெரிக்கிற நெருப்பு.
then he'll be like a fire which burns the world, which engulfs the world. Man is the cause of destruction.
அது சுட்டெரிக்கிற.
It will be a fire which will burn the world. What does the soul need to obtain peace? Truth. But if that truth disappears from the world, then that's hell. The world is hell without truth. The life of a man is hell without the truth. And that's what will occur. This state will arise if mankind doesn't change. If this section disappears from the world, if it doesn't grow within human beings, then destruction will come. Those kinds of destruction will come.
Will the people who imbibe God's good qualities suffer with the people who are like animals?
If the jungle catches on fire, and if good people are in that jungle, then the smoke and the heat of the fire will affect them. It will affect the good as well as the bad. But they will escape from it. It will affect them, but they will escape from it. They might escape from it. My love to you. Would you bring him some tea, please, and some fruit? And give all the children some fruit. God gives his love to you.